Hello, I'm Aaron Bussey, MD. The thyroid gland is a small butterfly-shaped organ that lives right at the front of the base of the neck. Thyroid hormone affects literally every cell in the body, so when this very small gland goes wrong, it can cause big problems. If you want to understand thyroid disease, you really first need to understand how the thyroid gland is supposed to work normally. This video then presents normal thyroid function basically. If you look up, what does the thyroid gland do online, the results are going to say something like the thyroid controls metabolism. Now, personally, I don't find that to be a very helpful statement because most people don't really know what the heck is meant by metabolism if they hear that term. The way I describe it in the office when I'm talking to my patients is like this. Imagine that the body is a factory and it's got one product it's supposed to make. That product is just life, just being alive. Now, a factory has lots of different machines inside it. It's got machines for bringing in raw materials, machines for processing, for manufacturing, for assembly, machines for, packaging and for shipping stuff out the door. Lots of different machines. Now, it doesn't matter how big, wonderful, modern those machines are. They're not going to do anything unless there are workers there in the background to turn them on, to maintain them, and to operate them. I think of the function of the workers in the factory as the metabolism of the factory. And there's got to be a foreman or somebody who's in charge of the workers, who's sort of from day to day setting quotas, giving them performance updates, what they need to do from one day to the next, how fast and efficiently they might need to work. So that, again, is the person who I would say sets the metabolic rate for the factory. Now, our bodies are also similar to factories in that they're machines. The machines are the heart, the lungs, the liver, the bones, the kidneys, the whatever, the intestines. And these machines only work if there is stuff going on in the background, if there are the proteins, the electrolytes, the chemical reactions that are the real metabolism of the body. And again, there's a foreman. There's something that sets how fast and efficiently all of those metabolic processes are happening, and that's the thyroid gland. So how does the thyroid actually control the metabolic rate? Well, the gland itself has one job, and that is to make stuff called thyroid hormone. It makes thyroid hormone, it dumps it into the bloodstream, and as long as there's just the right amount of thyroid hormone, then everything in the body goes the right speed. Another useful way to think about thyroid is as if it's the cruise control for the body, and if it's working right, then you're going along at the speed limit just the way you're supposed to. If, on the other hand, the body is not making enough thyroid hormone, then everything just tends to slow down. And it's as if, well, it is that the thyroid gland is in that case underactive. On the other hand, if the thyroid gland is making too much thyroid hormone, if there's extra thyroid hormone in the bloodstream, then everything tends to speed up and it tends to burn out too fast. So when it comes to thyroid function, there's three possible options. It's either working normally, it's overactive, or it's underactive. That's it. So hopefully with this information, you understand a little bit about at least the basics of how the thyroid gland works. In our next video, we're going to talk about how the thyroid gland itself is regulated, and then talk a little bit about the different lab tests and what they're actually measuring when we're assessing thyroid health. For now, this is Aaron Bussey for Hormones Basically. There seems to be a tinkling sound in the background. That's kind of annoying.